Good morning everyone, I hope we are all okay. I say good morning, I think most of you kind of watch my videos in the evening, so if you are, good evening. But for myself it is good morning. It has just gone 7 AM, I'm just about to go and pick up G. We're going to go Greg's, get some breakfast. We're fishing nice and local today. We are going South Beach, Yarmouth, just behind the pleasure beach. Last week we went to Weybourne, it was like an hour's drive there, hour's drive back. I blanked all day. It was okay for G and Kyle, they both pulled a couple of nice bass out. I pulled absolutely nothing out. So nice and local today, South Beach, Yarmouth. I think Si's popping down as well. I believe he's dropping the kids off at school and then he's going to pop down, so I'm guessing 9, half 9. I've also, I think, got a guy coming down to meet me. He's been messaging me on my Facebook page. A lot of you guys watch the YouTube channel. I've got a Facebook page. It is Great Yarmouth and Galston Sea Fishing. I've got over 2,000 odd followers on there. And again, just catch reports, what's coming out locally, what isn't coming out. So this guy, Lewis, I believe his name is, he has messaged me on there. He's messaged me a couple of times now asking if he can come fishing with us. He wants to come down and do a day's fishing. So he's coming down to meet us today. I believe he's got a spinning rod and he does a bit of spinning in the summer in the river for bass. But he hasn't got beach rods or reels or tripods, so we're going to sort him out today with a bit of stuff to use, try and get him interested in the beach fishing. If he takes a big bite to it, then yeah, he can go down Pownall's or something, get a good deal on rod reel combo. Like I say, he's Yarmouth, he's local, so like I say, he can pop down to Pownall's, which is local to himself. Sort himself out some kit, we'll just see how we get on. We'll see if we can catch him some fish today. He's never really done beach fishing, I don't think. I'll find out more when he comes down. Also today, I need to get some more ticks on my list. My species hunt. What have we got so far? So far I've had dab, dogfish, whiting, smoothhound, pouting and rockling. I haven't written sizes down yet for the dogfish and the smoothhound, because they've been kind of little ones. I'm hoping today to get something decent out and actually get some sizes written down for them. And also get some new species written down as well. Right, let's do it, let's go. Let's go and pick G up, let's go and get some breakfast, and I will see you when we are South Beach, Yarmouth. Fingers crossed I'll do better than I did last week. I can't blank 2 weeks in a row. Can't do. Well, I can do, but I can't do. Right, I'll see you there, guys. Right, so just arrived where we're parking. I believe this is called King Road. It literally just comes right off the seafront. And all we are going to do... What's that name on the road as well? Yeah, King's Road. So all we're going to do is literally walk back down to the main roundabout. This is the main bit. Look, you've got the Wellington Pier over there, Model Village, where that guy's walking over there. We're literally going to walk down there and that takes us straight to the beach. Camera's not really picking it up, but it is a little bit breezy. So I'm just hoping once we get down to the beach, it's not too blustery. Hopefully not big waves crashing in. Hopefully we get some fishing done. That Lewis has messaged me. He said he's definitely popping down. I think it's currently about 7:30. I said to him to get down for about 8ish, so we can get down there, we can start getting set up, and then he's going to pop down. See, look at the trees, see the trees, see the, look. So that wind's definitely blowing up. Right, let's get some gear out of the car, and let's get down there. Right, here we are, we just arrived. It is windy. Windy. What's the time? 20 to 8. The wind is coming that way, straight down the beach. The waves are rolling and crashing in that way. But just is what it is, isn't it? Like I say, at least we haven't driven an hour to get here. Do you know what I mean? All we've done is like running 5 minutes in the car, if that. So we're going for a couple of hours, see what happens. If it's unfishable and it's a bit, we just knock it on the head. Like I say, we haven't really lost a day. We've only got frozen squid, we ain't got fresh baits, so nothing's going to get wasted. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. Right, here we are. It's 5 to 8. I'm about to do the first cast. We've got 2 hook flappers on the left. What are they? I don't know, 25, 30 centimetre snoods. Got a bit of squid on there, bit of squid there. And right hand side, bit of squid and bit of squid. That's all we've got today, squid baits. I'll put the sand spike in, put matey's rod there. I'll wait for him to come down and get that set up. Right, let's get this bait in the water, come on. Right, that's it, we are out there. I'm using 2 different rods obviously today. They're slightly different lengths. Mine's 12 foot. My dad's is slightly shorter. It don't look like a foot shorter though. But then that was custom made for me dad. I think it was originally a 12 foot rod, but what they do is they measure it up for his casting. He had that made, oh mate, in the 1980s. So what they do is they measure up they get him to hold a rod how he would cast. And however he holds it, that's where they cut the butt and they put the grip. So it's had a little bit taken off the length of it. So that's why it was originally a 12 foot rod, but like I say, they've cut a bit off the bottom and they've shortened it up and put the butt a bit higher up. Luckily my casting stance is pretty much the same as my dad's, so I'm quite comfortable casting with it how that is set up. Like I say, he bought that in early 1980s, and I believe he paid about £200 for that from a tackle shop down in Hive in Kent. It's about 200 quid, but like I say, it was custom made. So I'm using that today. I'm not going to let matey boy use my dad's £200 on, and that was £200 in the 80s. So you think what that was worth, today's money. So I'm not going to let this Lewis use my dad's rod and that. He can use one of my rods. So that's that set up. I brought the sand spike down for him to use. They're so much taller when they're on a sand spike, aren't they? I remember back in the day when I used to go fishing with my dad, that's all we had, sand spikes. So he's got the sand spike. G's bought a reel down he can use. So I'll wait for him to get down and we'll get him set up. But yeah, I remember going fishing with my dad in the 80s. I mean, I was born in 76. So I was saying 85, 86, and I was about 9, 10 years old. That's when I started fishing. And all we had was sand spikes. We didn't have the tripods. I remember my dad bought Angling Times or something, and in there it showed you how to make a tripod out of wood. And he went out and he bought the wood. It was like 2x1 wood or something, and you had to buy hinges and brackets. Oh my god, the thing weighed an absolute ton. You think like walking down with like 3 big heavy lumps of wood just for a tripod. But I remember him making it. That was how you had a tripod back in the day. Now obviously they're all aluminium and they're lightweight and durable, and yeah, no, not back then. That was wooden. Look, we've got a guy over there with a metal detector. I could have done with him the other week when I dropped my bloody disgorgers. He'd have found them like that. I don't know what to make of today. Like I say, it's a little bit breezy. The water's not really too clear. There's a good surf kicking up. I don't want to jinx it, but there's no weed washing up. I mean, at least if we avoid the weed, there's nothing worse than when you get wind and weed. That is the worst combination. If we get wind, I can cope with it. If the weed stays out of the picture, that's it, I'm happy. I can cope with a bit of wind. It's not necessarily cold neither, although it's windy, it's not cold. Let me have a quick look, let me see what the weather is saying. Look, 11 degrees at the moment, 12 degrees, it's just gone up one. So it's 12 degrees, it's not cold, and I reckon by midday it's going to be like 16, 17 degrees. So I don't know, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. But like I say, at the end of the day, if we only get a couple of hours in, because it is rubbish, we've only wasted a 5-minute drive, not an hour's drive, all the way up to Wastebourne. I just want to say thank you to my dad right now for letting me borrow his rod and the beach stand. He didn't actually know I was borrowing it. I messaged my mum last night and I said, Mum, I'm finishing work at 6 in the morning, I'm going to come straight round, I'm going to go in the garage, I'll try not to disturb you, I need to get a couple of bits out of the garage. She was like, yeah, that's fine. I forgot to say what I was getting, and they didn't ask what I was getting, but I was getting my dad's rod, but he trusts me with it. I'm professional, weren't I, Dad? I learnt off the best. Right, come on, give me some fish. Right, well, I've just had a reel in, check my bait. Bait's been stripped on both rods, left and right. Squid is stripped, but G-reeled is in, and his bait was still on there intact. But again, I'm doing quite a bit of distance, and I'm not bringing any weed in whatsoever. Lewis is down here. He's come to see how the professionals do it. Oh, the only thing is, we borrowed a reel off G. Look at the line, look at the lip. So when we're casting out, it's getting quite a bit of friction there, do you know what I mean? It's not just like rolling off smooth. He's having to like get over the lip. So it's going to hinder with a bit of distance, but as we all know, man, sometimes it ain't about distance. Kyle's just turned up. I didn't even know Kyle was coming down today. And Si's just messaged, he's dropping the kids and he's popping down in a bit. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, there's going to be 5 of us down here. So hopefully between 5 of us, we should be able to pull some fish out. If we don't, we do what we usually do. About 12 o'clock, just go pub. Well, it's just coming up to 10 to 9, so we've been fishing 9 an hour. No one has caught anything as yet. I reeled in just now. On one of them, the squid was still on there, but on the other one, the squid had been stripped. Lewis reeled his in a second ago to have a check, and his squid was still on there. Sun is trying to come through. It's kind of up there behind the clouds a little bit. But like I say, apparently 10 o'clock is when it'd be no. There's a little bit of blue sky up there, but apparently 10 o'clock in an hour it's meant to just be blue skies and just sunshine. But I can't see that at the moment. And if anything, I think the wind's picking up. I think that wind's getting stronger. Oh, it's going to be one of them days, isn't it? Like I say, it's hard to see like the end of the rods if you're getting a knock anyway, because the rod tips are just blowing in the wind a little bit. I can't blank, man. I can't blank 2 weeks in a row. Come on. Even just a little whiting or a little dab or something. Something's got to save the blank, surely. Well, the tide's well on the retreat now. That's starting to go down. It's just gone 9 o'clock. I was having a little murmur on the left hand side. I thought I might have been onto something, but I reeled it in and the squid is just all being tugged and tugged and tugged. So there is plenty of crabs out there. Plenty of crabs. Right hand side, for some reason, that's not even holding bottom. I've cast that out. Rippers were down, but the line's really pulled across. G thought he was on a minute ago, but he had nothing. Kyle cast out, snapped off. Yet again, he's one of these people that doesn't use shock leaders. I tell the boys all the time, use shock leader, and if the bail alarm goes or anything like that, you're going to be fine. Oh no, no shock leader on there, the whole line's just gone, snapped. That's what I've done with Lewis's reel. Like I say, I borrowed that reel off G, but the first thing we've done before we cast out, I put a shock leader on there. Because again, he does the casting when he goes spinning, he puts lures on and that, but he's never actually beach casted before with like 5-6 ounce weights. So I'm like, right, put shock leader on, and if there's any trouble casting, you'll just be fine, do you know what I mean? So, wind, like I said earlier, I think it's picking up a little bit. Sun's still trying to break through, but I think crabs are going to be the main battle today. So I've had a couple of tugs here and there, and I really thought it was like a little whiting or something, but yeah, bait's just getting pulled and pulled and pulled. Oh well, what can you do? At least we haven't driven an hour to get here, we've only driven 5 minutes, so well, I want to reel that right hand side in, that's losing bottom. That's rolling and rolling and rolling. The line was there, now it's there. Yeah, I want to reel that one back in. Let's get that back out there. Otherwise I want to get tangled up with Lewis next door. Just coming up to 9:45 and still absolutely no fish between any of us. You think we've got what, 2, 4, 6, 7 rods in that water and absolutely nothing. No whiting, no little dabs. What is going on, man? This is going to be another blanking day, isn't it? I can tell. I mean, if it carries on going like it's going, I reckon we're going to do another couple of hours. I reckon come half 11, 11:45, we'll knock it on the head. I mean, we started fishing at what, 7:45ish, 8 o'clock. We fished till 12, it's 4 hours. I think 4 hours of no fish is enough. Oh man, and I can't believe it as well. I've got a guy come down who watches my channel and he's like, oh, I really want to beach fish. Like, can I come down with you and you show me how to catch fish? The only thing I'm going to catch is bloody cold in this wind, I'll tell you. Of all the days not to catch anything as well, I've got someone down here showing them how to fish. But that's just how it goes, isn't it? That's how it goes. Right, anyway, I'm not giving up hope just yet. There's still time, isn't there? Right, it's just gone 10 o'clock. Kyle just snapped off again. But I just went up and had a look at it. And Joe, what? He's got line on there. It's really brittle and fray. So I was wrapping it around my hand. He loosened the clutch and I got quite a bit off before we got down to a nice smooth line. So I think where he's been fishing somewhere, where it's been dragging across the stones or the seabed, or over time it does, do you know what I mean? It does make the line brittle. That's what I done a little while ago. I went poundals. I thought 800 yards of line I think I bought on a spool, and I redone all my reels with brand new line because that had been on there like a couple of years and bits of that were getting brittle. And like I say, oh my god, imagine you got like a nice double figure smooth hound or a nice double figure bass coming out and you literally lose it because your line is snapped and it's brittle, just for the sake of putting some fresh line on there. Right, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but right over there in the distance it is light blue on the bottom and the clouds at the top, and that is the way that is coming. I think that might be the last of the cloud. I reckon give it an hour, that cloud will be over this way, and that sun could be breaking through. Or is that just wishful thinking? I said to G, about 12ish, packing up, G said, I am going nowhere until I catch a fish. He goes, I'm not like you, Dave, I don't have blanking videos. So, we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. Just coming up to 20 past 10. I'm straight out in front, G. Just coming up to 20 past 10. Tide is well on the retreat now, really going down. So I've moved the rod rest down a little bit. You think I was sort of there, so that's what, another 10 yards down the beach. Whacked him out again. That might make that bit of difference. Just getting that not 10-15 yards further out. All you've got to do is hit a little sandbar out there or something, get either side of it, and that can make all the difference. When even G, you think, look, he's walking down there casting out now, whereas an hour ago he was up there with his tripod, do you know what I mean? So that can make a little bit of a difference. Sun was coming at him a little second ago. There was a real break in the clear. There's a break up there again now. As soon as that sun comes through, you can feel the warmth straight away. And as soon as that cloud covers it up again, that's it. That's all we need. Bit more break in the cloud, bit more sun, bit more warmth. And I'll tell you what else we need. We need a few fish. Definitely. I can't believe 7 rods and not one white and one dab. Like, I know sometimes we come fishing and one of us, 2 of us might blank, but someone normally catches a fish when it's a slow day, but even if it's a fish, no one has even caught a fish yet. G's got his missus coming down, she's walking the dog, and he goes, oh, I'll tell you what, he goes, walk the dog down on South Beach. He goes, then you can bring me a jacket and a cup of coffee as well. So she's come down, here it is, look at that, look. As soon as the sun is out, gorgeous. We've got some big waves crashing in at the moment. There's some big rollers out there, I'll tell you. Right, I'm going to keep an eye on his rods, and I just want to come back with a fish, any fish to do, anything. Just save the blank, please. Well, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock, so that is 3 hours we have now been fishing, and not one of us has had a single bite in 3 hours out of 7 fishing rods. That is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, not one little nibble. You think Santa out there's going, but do you know what I mean? I don't know. I know everyone's going to comment and everyone's going, yeah, the wind's in the wrong direction and this is in the wrong direction and the tide coming up's better, but you think there would be a fish out there, wouldn't you? Even just one little rogue fish. My squid ain't too good today. I always normally get my squid from Pownall's. It's only around the corner from where I live. And I'll get a whole bag of squid. I mean, obviously it ain't Pownall's fault. It's Sam's, isn't it? Sam's, they just buy it off them. But for some reason, look. No, that's not a bad bit. That's attached. But there's loads of squid heads. I know some of these I've cut off myself. I've cut these off because I've been putting squid on. A bit of squid there. I'll say sort of that much. I've been cutting off. But loads of this here, it's just, the bag, it's just got loads of like squid heads in the bag. That's a bit of squid there. Just loads of squid heads. I pulled most of the little dodgy bits out, and now I've just got bits of squid in there. But I don't know, yeah, not the best bag of squid I've had. But like I say, they ain't nothing to do with Pownall's. They just buy it direct from that Sam's, do you know what I mean? And just fuck it in their freezer and they set it on. But that's the first dodgy bag I've ever had, really. Normally it's just full of like squid. And like I say, I've just been pulling loads of little squid heads out. I'll speak to G in a minute, I'll see what it is. And I only had 3 bags left. I went there yesterday. To pick the squid up for today. And yeah, they only had like 3 bags of squid left anyway. But yeah, it's not the best, man. It's not the best. But there you go. Right, sun is coming out again. When that cloud breaks and that sun comes out, I know it's still windy as anything, but you can really feel some heat coming off that sun. You can really feel. It's one of them days where it's like deceiving. You get back and my face will be red because it is getting hit by the sun and obviously battered by the wind. I want to see what G's squid's like, man. He's happy. His missus just come down. His missus just bought him a cup of coffee, and we just realised we're literally right behind Sarah's tea room. So he could have got. What's your squid like, G? Because I've just got loads of like squid heads in mine. Yours alright, yeah? Yeah, I've probably pulled about 6-7 just squid heads out with no squid like on it, just heads.
Don't blame your bait,
I'm not blaming my I'm not blaming my bait. Yeah, we've come to the conclusion that this is not a good month fishing for me. May. Last year in May I didn't do too well. We went to Dorset in May, I blanked all week. You think beginning of this month I'd kind of done alright on the first fish, but last week and today I've been blanking videos. May is just not a good month for me. There's just something about it. Let's hope June's better when we get down to Devon. I can't blank down there, mate. If I blank in Devon all week, I'm going to find a new hobby. I am. I'm going to give up fishing. So look out, people. There could be fishing rods and tripods and everything for sale very soon. Hey, I'm back, and guess what? Still no fish. Absolutely terrible. Sun's out though. But I'll tell you what, when the sun comes out, the wind seems to pick up more. Look, you can tell how windy it is. Look, it's blowing that house upside down. Mate, what is going on? I was speaking to our mate Jimmy, he's just messaged because he was going to take the day off work and come down today, and he's like, he's glad he didn't take the day off. And I'm like, nah, Joe, what? I mean, obviously I got the day off, that's why I've come down, but to book a day off to come here. But he said the same, he come down here once with his boy, they fished for 5 hours, caught nothing, and the next day people were down there and people were catching non-stop. And that's exactly the same as this now. Like, I had a mate, geezer I know, he was down here Saturday putting out smooth hounds left, right and centre, he was putting rays out, oh, everything, do you know what I mean? Absolutely dire today. I feel a bit bad as well, like I say, Lewis has come down, like, learn the art of sea fishing, and all he's learnt the art of doing is getting neck ache by looking up at his rod and not getting anything. He's reeling it now, see if he pulls anything out. I hope he does, man. I really hope he, even if it's a little whiting or something, I really hope he gets something out for his first time beach fishing. Nope, nothing, zero, zilcho. Oh, what a day, what a day. Well, it's just coming up to 12 o'clock midday. That's 4 hours we've now been fishing without a single bite. Bait is coming back all intact, none of it's even getting stripped, so not only is there no fish out there, there's now not even any bloody crabs out there. There's nothing out there, like literally nothing out there. I'm at that stage where I'm just ready to pack down and go now, but G wants to hang around. G's like, nah, we're going to get a fish out soon. He goes, but I can sense it, we're going to get a fish out soon. Well, I'm ready just to pack up and go, man. Yeah, I think he's ready to go. He's ready to go. His first ever experience of beach fishing. Terrible, man, isn't it? Terrible. But like I say, we could have come tomorrow, we could have come down here tomorrow with us and we could have been catching non-stop. It's literally just how it goes, isn't it? It's how it goes. But now he's got the bug for it. He's talked to his cousin. Apparently his cousin's going to try and sort him out a rod and a reel and that, and yeah, he's going to come back down again another day and do a bit more fishing. But I don't know, G's adamant. He's like, nah, they're going to start biting soon. What's going to start biting? I don't think there's anything out there. I'd have been better off bringing my surfboard down. Look at some of these waves coming in. Not that I've got a surfboard, or not that I can surf, but there's some good waves if I was a surfer. Well, it's just gone 12:10. We said we're going to fish till 1 o'clock, but I'll probably start packing up about 1:45. Like I say, because I've got that rod I lent Lewis as well, so I need to start getting that packed down. I've got 2 rods here to pack down, so about another half hour, 35 minutes of fishing, and we'll start packing down. So let's see what happens in this last 35 minutes, because you never know, do ya? Or do ya? I think I do. I think for some reason there's just absolutely no fish in the North Sea today. But there you go. Started the day out on the beach, haven't we? Like I say, what I've been doing, sitting indoors, watching bloody Homes Under the Hammer. Do you know what I mean? All that rubbish. So I've been out on the beach, got some fresh air in my lungs. And who knows, this next half hour could produce something. Right, that is it. It is 12:30. I've just rebaited, thrown them out. That probably will be my last cast. I'll leave them out for 15-20 minutes or so. Start packing down. So you know what, I've done it before with the last cast. I've done it before where I've blanked all day, last cast, right, all the fishing. It has been known. Let's see if it can be known today. But like I say, the fact that none of us have caught any fish whatsoever is just, you know, one of them days. We're fishing again next week, so next weekend is Bank Holiday Monday. So obviously, like Kyle and he'll be free to fish, me and G. Lee's not at work, so it's Bank Holiday Monday, so Lee's up for fishing. We are talking about going to Transatley Court. That's all we're discussing at the moment. So we'll talk about it during the week and see where we're going. But chances are, yeah, we could be caught next Monday for the bank holiday. And then I think we've only got 2 weeks after that, and we go to Devon. That's coming around quick. I can't wait to get down there, I'll tell you. So, right, anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on these rods. Last cast of the day. Please, 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 save the blank. Right, that is it. We're all done. We're back in the car. It is literally 1:05. I thought I'd do the outro up here. It's pretty windy down there. What can I say? Blankety, 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 blank. That's all it was today. No one, nothing, no bites, no nibbles, no absolute nothing.
Bait coming back whole.
Yeah, bait towards the end. Wasn't even no crabs in the sea. Bait was just coming back as it was. I think that Lewis still enjoyed it though. I know we had no fish out, but he still kind of enjoyed it. He had a good day, and he's off to see his cousin now. Apparently his cousin's got a rod or a reel for him or something. He's going to go and pick up. So yeah, that is it. Right, next Monday, Bank Holiday Monday. Like I say, there's a few people off. Paul's not working, Lee's not working. There'll be me, G, Kyle, maybe Tubbsy. So yeah, definitely a few of us. Not sure where we're going yet. Like I say, we're sort of mentioning Tramps Alley Court at the moment, but we'll find out nearer the time. Right, sorry for a second video of blanking. Sorry for a second video of blanking.
You talk Lewis well, Dave.
I taught the new lad well. You got taught by the professional.
How not to fish.
How not to fish. That's one of them things, isn't it? What can you do? Right, anyway, a massive thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Right, just a very quick one at the end. I've got back, I'm uploading the video. I have noticed there's a smudge on the screen. I had a problem with it. It was falling out of the case a bit, and I remember taking it out and adjusting the battery and putting it back in. And doing that, I must have touched the lens, and I've put a smudge on the screen. So apologies for that. The first few clips are absolutely crystal clear. After that, it just gets a bit. So apologies. I mean, it is watchable. It's not like bad, but like normally it is pretty clear. And also, so we left there. I've dropped G off at home. I've come home and started uploading the video. Kyle, because he picked up fresh lug. So he had quite a bit of lug left over. So he hasn't said where he went, but he's popped down somewhere else, obviously local, thrown the rod in, first cast, he's pulled out a whiting straight away. Absolutely typical. Right, there you go. Right, apologies for the smudge. Apologies we didn't catch. Apologies, Carl's gone straight to the next beach and caught, and we weren't there. Just apologies all around. Right, see you on the next one.